7 tips on how to do email marketing that works coming up. So email marketing has such huge value and such huge ROI if you do it right. But how do you do it right as a small business? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down 7 tips on exactly how to do that. Let's jump into tip number 1. Tip number 1 is to pick a good platform. You have to have a good platform when it comes to email marketing. And the key is one that integrates with your CRM so you can unlock the power of automation. So take a look at different email marketing softwares that allow you to do that. Marketing 360 is a great solution if you're not sure where to start because it's one platform that has everything within one platform fully integrated. Let me show you what it looks like. So here's a look at the Marketing 360 platform. It's super powerful for a small business because it has everything you need within one platform. When you look at the dashboard here, it has all the tools that you need. And just to walk you through it real quick so you understand what I mean by a fully integrated solution with Marketing 360, when you put the forms on your website, obviously when somebody completes that form, they go into your CRM. And when they go into your CRM, they can be automatically placed into nurture campaigns, which trigger email marketing and text message marketing based on different criteria you can set up in your CRM. So this is why it's so powerful to have an integrated solution because it allows for the power of automation within the platform, which I'll talk about in tip number 2. So tip number 2 is to automate. I just touched on it, but automation is so key because it allows you to scale as a business and drive even more sales to your organization without really lifting a finger. So the key to automation is to build lists and forms with your CRM that trigger email nurture campaigns. So for example, when somebody completes a lead form on your website, you can automatically put them into a series of emails. You could also have a call to action on your website when somebody completes a form on your website for maybe your 10 tips on whatever it is you do. That puts them into your CRM, but it also triggers emails. So let me show you a quick example of how this works with Marketing 360 so you can wrap your mind around this. So here's my website, jbkellogg.com, just my personal site. I'm going to show you the power of automation and how this works real quick. And so when you click on follow and subscribe on my site here, there's a form right here. And this form is to subscribe to my leadership content each week that I put out there. So real simple, if I jump into Marketing 360, you could see that form is right here. And so this form has been created in Marketing 360 and simply placed onto my website. I can get the forms by clicking here and clicking forms and create as many forms as you want. But the beauty is when a form is completed, it automatically goes into the CRM. And once it's in the CRM, a list is automatically created there for the subscribers, which triggers emails. So when I pop over to my email campaign over here, I can click in here and I can click on lists right here. And this is actually going to be pulling in from my CRM automatically. And I can see here's my subscription list right there that I just created. So the form is super easy to create. You put it on your website. When somebody completes it, it goes into your CRM, which automatically creates a list in your CRM, which populates the nurture campaigns into email, which now can trigger emails automatically to be sent to that list. So this is beautiful because it unlocks automation and the power of that for your business so that you can scale. You can probably start to think about all the different ways you can really leverage this. It could be something as simple as you complete a project in your CRM, you check a box that says the project's complete, and an email is automatically sent asking for a review. That would be perfect, right? A perfect use case. You could also build automation for holidays and birthdays and all kinds of stuff so that you can stay in front of your customer base and stay engaged so that you drive more sales. Tip number 3 is a catchy subject line. Remember in your inbox, all you really see before you see the email is the subject line. So that's like your bait right there. You need it to be good bait to get people to click and go into your email to see what the email is all about and open it. So to have a good open rate, it comes down to a good catchy subject line. So really put some thought into a good subject line. Think about what your customers would want to see to get them enticed to move forward and look at your emails. So put yourself in their shoes. What would be a good subject line to use that you think would be engaging and get them to open your email? Also do some A/B testing. If you're not sure, try 2 or 3 or 4 different subject lines for the same email. Send it to a group of people and see which group opens the email at the highest rate. And then that's obviously the subject line that's going to work best. And then you can use that subject line moving forward. That's a power tip to really discover the best subject lines. Let me show you an example of a catchy subject line inside of Marketing 360 that worked to have a pretty good open rate. So if you go inside of Nurture inside of Marketing 360, and then you open up Insights inside of email marketing, you're going to see statistics for your email campaigns like I'm seeing here. And I wanted to pull this one up because it has a 49% open rate. That's really good. Like Anytime you really have an open rate over 20%, that's pretty good. Anything 50% or more is unbelievable. So this one had a really good open rate. Let's take a look at what that subject line was. So if I open this up here, you can see the subject line's right here. That update looks nice, dash, you should go check it out. Okay, so if you saw that subject line in your email, would you not want to click it just to see what's going on there, right? That's a pretty good call to action that basically generated a almost 50% open rate. So put some thought into a good open rate that's going to make sense for you guys and what that subject line needs to be in order to get that open rate goal that you're going for. Tip number 4 is to personalize. One great way to achieve good open rates, in addition to the tips we just talked about, is to personalize your subject line. So how you do that is basically insert in the first name of the end contact into the email subject line. So when they see that in their inbox, it feels like a personal connection with you as a brand, or maybe somebody individually emailing them. And so they're enticed to open it. It's next level type of stuff. And also you can do personalization in your actual emails themselves if your email platform is integrated in with your CRM. So let me show you a quick example inside Marketing 360 of how you could personalize the subject line. So here's an email campaign inside of Marketing 360 I'm in the process of creating here. You can see I've set some of the different parameters here, but I just wanted to show you this right here. This is where you can personalize the subject line with a first name. And so right here, you can see here's this week's content, and this is where it says to insert the first name. And you can see here it has a fallback equals. I don't have anything set there. Basically what that means is if there is no first name in the CRM database, it'll just simply say, here's this week's content, period, right? That's it. But I could insert a word there if I wanted to, if I didn't have a first name. So that's an option, but I've left that blank. But in this example, if there is a first name in the CRM, it's going to go ahead and insert that here. So my name's JB. So if I received this email, it would say, here's this week's content, JB. So if I saw that in my email inbox, I'm probably going to be pretty enticed to open that email. And that's going to be a really good way to help increase open rates. Tip number 5 is to design for mobile. Make sure that your email looks really good on the phone. This is so critical because chances are most of the people receiving your email are going to be opening the email on their phone. So make sure that you check that on your phone, send yourself a test, preview it before you send it so that it looks super solid on the phone, because that's going to be key to success. Let me show you how the preview works within Marketing 360. So here I am inside of Marketing 360. Here's the preview of my email. And if I wanted to see what this looked like in mobile, I could just simply click right there, and it's going to show me right there on mobile how that looks. I think that looks pretty good, so I think I'm ready to go. Super easy system to use. It allows you to test things on mobile on the fly so that you're off and running most efficiently. Tip number 6 is to test before sending. This is critical. Make sure that you send an actual test to your email. Get it in your email, make sure it looks good, everything's spelled right, all the images loaded properly, all the links work. The last thing you want to do is send your email to hundreds or possibly thousands of contacts and then something's broken or not working right. So really easy to do. Let me show you how to do that in Marketing 360. So just like I was showing you a second ago, how you can do your preview on mobile there, you can also click right here to send a test email. You can just plug in your own email or a friend's email, whatever you want to do, maybe a coworker, send the test email, check it, make sure it's super solid, and then you can move forward with sending out the campaign. Last but not least, tip number 7 is to study your results. Here's the key. You want to do more of what's working and less of what's not. And to do that, you need to analyze what worked and analyze what didn't, and stop doing what didn't work and do more, leverage more of what did work. So take a look at all your analytics on your email, see which ones had the highest open rate, which ones had the highest click-through rate. Those sorts of things are going to help you try to study that email and learn, why did that have a high open rate or a low open rate? Why did that have a high click rate or a low click rate, so that you can start to make your emails better over time. Let me quickly show you a walkthrough of the insights inside of Marketing 360 so you can grasp the types of things you have access to. So here I am inside of Marketing 360. I'm analyzing this email here and looking at the insights for it and how it did. And so you can see here, this email had a really good open rate. We looked at it earlier, 49%. You can see here, people opened it for the most part, you know, in the beginning, and it kind of tailed off over time. That's pretty standard. I have a lot of different stats and things. I can see where they clicked. all those sorts of things. And over here on the right, there's a lot more that I can dive into, and I won't jump into all of these on this video, but you can see some really cool stuff over here, like recipient activity. That's powerful because you can really see each contact and who opened it, didn't open it, if they clicked something, didn't click something. You could actually follow up with those contacts if you wanted to with that. Also, you can see things like world view. This is kind of interesting. When you send the email, you can see it start to pop up all over the world where the people are that are looking at your email. So there's just a ton of insights here that you can dive into and start to understand what are the key KPIs that you want to keep tabs on to see how you can improve over time to make sure that your email marketing is continually getting better and better and better the years and years that you're doing it, so that's driving a higher and higher ROI and a better customer experience to your end customers. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was really helpful. Hopefully these 7 tips will help you really level up your email marketing skills. Take a look at a platform that's going to be best for you to grow your business and scale your business. If you're not sure where to start, definitely try Marketing 360. I think I showed you a lot of power tips on how to use the platform today, which will hopefully be helpful to you. So if you like the video, like it, share it with your friends, leave a comment if you have other tips around email marketing that we can all leverage to grow our business together. Other than that, thanks for watching. Happy marketing.